Thank you, Shelley. Oh, how is everyone today? Let's have a thumbs up if you're doing well. Happy Tuesday. I hope you have sunshine in your neighborhood. We just got it back. Just got our sunshine back. It's been a cold spring, but hey, we're ready to go. We're gonna get some exercise today. I'm sure you're probably here because you read that exercise is good for people with Parkinson's disease. In fact, I think it's just as important as levodopa, really. You need to get this exercise happening. So thank you all for joining in today. It's great to see some familiar faces and some new people. Who's never taken one of my classes before? Give me a wave if you've never taken one of my classes. Wow, most of you have. Well, that's good. So most of you understand that I'm not exactly normal. That's good. I'm a little bit goofy, but we have fun. So what you're gonna need today, hopefully, is a water bottle or a glass of water. Make sure you got some water handy. You're gonna have to walk softly and carry a big stick, any kind of a little stick or a broom handle. If you don't have one, go grab one. It looks like some of you already come prepared. And we're gonna need a set of dumbbells or soup cans, anything you wanna lift. We're gonna do a little bit of upper body exercise with dumbbells as well. So we need a stick, a water bottle or water glass, and oh, one more thing, a chair. Okay. Oh, and a good sense of humor. You need a good sense of humor too to take my classes. So, all right, there's a few people still coming in, but we're gonna start. If everybody can grab a stick of some kind, doesn't have to be anything fancy. I see we've got some mops starting to happen. That's good. Excellent. We can leave the cleaning till later. We're gonna use our cleaning apparatus to exercise with. Good use for cleaning. And it's usually the other way around. We usually use our exercise machines to hang laundry on, you know. People with stationary bikes and they hang their clothes on it. That happens a lot. But we're not gonna do that today. You're here because you wanna exercise and be active. So we're gonna start, we're gonna hold that stick about shoulder wide apart like that. And we're gonna just start with a nice, gentle twist, twisting around. That's it. And I'm gonna lift my heels as I do this. I'm also gonna drop. I'm almost trying to get this in the right spot. Just bringing this down so you can see what my feet are up to. If you want to see my feet in action, where are my feet? There they are. Okay, so we're lifting those heels. I always like to start with these nice, easy, dynamic movements that are basically an active stretch, really, just to kind of loosen up your muscles, your connective tissue, get the blood flowing a little bit. And now as you get into it, let's go a little wider, go all the way around. Doesn't that feel good? I like this one. It kind of releases some of that tension in your lower back. Always good to move. Our bodies like to move. Oh, yes. Now we're gonna let go with one hand and we're gonna keep that going across, just like this, all the way over. Open it up, feel it stretching through the chest wall. Happy April to everybody. We're well into April now. We're in the season of the cherry blossoms. That's my favorite time of year when those cherry blossoms come out. It's amazing. Kind of makes you think there's good things coming. Spring is so hopeful. All right, so we're opening that up. And we're gonna switch hands, take it to the other side. If you haven't been here before, don't worry, it isn't all boxing. Boxing is what it's called, Rock Steady Boxing. It's a program that was first developed in Indianapolis. And I was able to go down to Indianapolis and do the actual training in the big gym down there. But there's lots of elements that have nothing to do with boxing as well. It's just that the particular boxing training seems to work really well for people with Parkinson's. So that's why they went with the boxing. So don't be scared if you think, I can't box, I've never boxed in my life. Well, we're gonna find your inner tiger today. Bring them out. Okay, palms down on the stick like so. Again, about shoulder width apart. Now we're just gonna bring the stick straight up overhead and down like that. And don't hold your breath, keep breathing. I was accused of telling dad jokes by Shelley, I can't believe it. My jokes are much better than dad jokes. They're higher, much higher. I heard a really bad Irish joke this morning that I'm not going to share with you folks because it was in very poor taste. I don't think I want to bring that one up today. So we're going to stick to the non-Irish jokes. It's terrible. So feel it in the shoulders, getting that nice little stretch. Now we're going to go up and we're going to stay there. We're going to do a little tilt side to side. Oh, there's my friend Tim. He's right in the middle of the screen. I don't know how you did that, Tim. You're right smack in the middle of my screen. Tim usually comes to my in-person class today, but he couldn't make it today. Tim, you're getting too close. Back up. There we go. You're scaring me. Oh, you feel that? Okay, let's drop that. Now we're going to do the opposite. I call this rocking the baby. Side to side we go. Bring those arms up, side to side. Oh, that's another one of those feel-good exercises. And only go as far as your shoulders and arms will allow. Don't force any of these movements. It should feel good. Maybe this is as far as you can go. That's okay. Good. You don't want to go past the point of no return. All right, let's do a little push. We're going to hold that stick right smack in the middle. Get your left foot out in front, please. Your right foot behind, and we're going to do a little balance shift here. We're going to push our stick forward, go onto your front foot, and then come back. If you need to, if your balance is an issue and you're a little scared to try this, hold on to a chair. Nothing wrong with that. If you don't need it, great. If you do need it, no problem. What I want you to focus is getting your weight onto your front foot and then onto your back foot. So go slow, push forward, front foot, back foot. There's the front, there's the back. So you want to get your weight transferring. It's really good for balance. Help teach your body to respond to a shift, right? A shift in your weight. You want to be able to stop yourself. So it's like you're falling forward, you're falling backwards, but it's controlled and safe, especially if you're holding a chair. Hey, let's switch sides, gang. Other arm, change your foot position, right foot forward, get that weight forward and back. These little weight shifts are so crucial. You want to make sure your legs are nice and wide apart, one out, well out in front of the other, not standing like this. We don't want to do this. We want to get that foot out in front. That gives you the best chance of having a very stable platform, which of course transfers into not falling. That's the last thing you want to do. Good, reaching and pushing, kind of a double exercise here. We're shifting our weight and we're pushing that arm out. A little bit of a boxing move there. Good. Now this is a bit of a funny one. We're just gonna let Richard in there. We're gonna reach around. So this open, really exaggerate that movement. Reach behind you, whatever kind of stick you got, pass it around. Again, see how wide my feet are? I want that nice, stable platform you're standing on. Let's change directions. The other way. We shall go the other way.
He's going to keep that sweater up.
Good. Okay, coming back to center. This is almost like one of those Jedi Knight exercises here. So you want to hold the stick right close together like this now. And I want you to tighten your tummy muscles. Everybody's got tummy muscles, even if you can't see them. They're there, trust me. Mine are disappearing. So we're going to twist around like this. Twist. But I'm keeping my hips straight ahead. Okay, just twist around like that. You're going to feel it pulling through your waist. It's good to practice that. How far can you make that stick go around? Good. Okay, so we did a little bit of shifting of weight already. We're going to make it a little bit trickier. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to hold it on the end. And if you're a Star Wars fan, you can pretend this is a lightsaber. That's good. Or if you know, Three Musketeers, it can be your cutlass. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with your feet together. Take a step forward. Either foot, doesn't matter. Step forward and do a little, you know, happy impaling there. I drive my sword So it could be a lightsaber, it could be a sword, whatever gets you excited, go for it. Luke, I am your father. You know, that kind of thing. Driving it forward. I wish we had this in 3 dimensions, 3D. Be like coming right into your living room. So transfer that weight, get onto your front foot, and drive your sword forward. Just gonna let this other person in here. Okay. I'm doing the same leg each time. You might have noticed that. Your other arm is kind of out there for balance. Let's change sides. Stepping with the other foot, drive that stick forward. Ha. So this is a little more active of a balance exercise. Make sure your wife or husband are not in the direct line of fire when you do this. Tim, behave yourself. You got a real stick today, I can see. Don't hurt your lovely wife. It's been my experience not to smack your partner with a stick. It doesn't go over well, so don't do it. I wouldn't recommend it anyways. Never ends well. Okay, now we're gonna take your stick, place it on the floor. Can you still see my stick? I think you can, yeah, well, it's there. What I'm gonna do, I'll come a little closer so you can hear me. I'm gonna stand with my feet about hip width apart. I'm gonna take a step forward, over the stick, and then come back. So I'm gonna step over, I'm gonna come back. My left foot is staying in the same spot. Step and back. Again, you can hold a chair if you need a little extra balance. Keep your posture tall, don't slouch when you do this. It's like stepping over a dog lying on the carpet, right? You gotta step up and over. If that feels easy, make it harder by lifting that knee higher. That takes a lot more balance and effort. Up and over. And back. I'm gonna do one more. Up and over, control. Stop in there, we're gonna switch feet. Please join me. So remember, one foot stays firmly planted in place. Don't let that heel lift. Step over, step back, and get your whole foot on the ground. Front and back. Whoa, see, I lost my focus there. That's good. If your arms, you want your arms out wide, like you're on a big pole, right? Walking the tightrope. That's what it should feel like. That might feel a little bit funny if you haven't done this before. Takes a bit of practice. But these are things you can do every day to help improve your sense of balance, your proprioception, which just basically means having an awareness of where your body is in time and space, like as you move around. We tend to lose proprioception if we don't practice these kind of exercises. Good, let's pick up a stick. Okay, we'll put the stick away. Goodbye, stick. Get rid of that. I want to do just a few more warm-ups before we get into some strength exercises. I want to do a few of these power move exercises. So we're going to start just by bringing your hands down, kind of pushing your backside out behind, and then open, and bring your arms back like that. So down we go, and then push up, power it up. This is called a power up. Fingers are wide. Really open your chest as wide as you can. And if you feel like making a sound to make it more dramatic, like hurrah, go right ahead. It's good for your voice. Hurrah! Be like a dinosaur. Roar. Oh, I'm sorry, Shelly. I said I was going to behave myself this time around. Open wide. That's it. Hurrah!
Okay.
Oh.
Do this.
Yeah. Okay. Arms out to the side. Okay. And we're going to twist to the left. Open back up. I get a little hand clap. Right? So twist. Open. Twist. Open. Good. You guys are doing great. So you want to make sure you go all the way open again. Might feel a bit tight to the chest. That's okay. Open. Twist. Make sure you do that open. So it's like you make a T or a cross right there. Twist to the other side. And you got to lift that heel. Get that heel lifted. You got it. Ah, you guys are great. What a good group we've got here. Yes. Now bring those arms down and feel that shift. Just shifting back and forth, lifting the heel. So just a natural shift to the right, shift to the left. I want you to feel like you're in control. You can do this. Now we're going to add one more little element here. We're going to lift up, lift up. So one arm goes up, one arm goes down. Transfer that weight. That's a power rock. We're rocking from side to side. You're going to feel your feet. They're working hard to maintain purchase on the ground. And that's good. You might even feel like your breathing's coming up a little bit, because now we look a little bit like John Travolta, you know, staying alive, staying alive. Look a bit like we're doing some disco dancing. Disco dancing requires energy. You guys remember this disco? If you want, you can add one of those in. No, we're not going to do that. Forget it. You know, remember how they used to do that? Yeah, we're not going to do that today. All right. One more little balance thing. This is called around the world. We're going to start with your hands on your hips. We're going to take a step forward with your right foot. Come back to where you started. Go out to the right. Come back to where you started. Go back. Again, let's do it again. Forward, side, back. Forward, side. Now that you've got your feet figured out, let's add an element. Let's point in the direction we're going. Point. 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 Good. Point. Off to the side. Okay, let's change legs. Change arms. Pointing. Same hand as the leg that's moving. And back. To the back, so you got to twist around behind you. Forward. Side. Back. Forward. Side. Very nice. Doesn't have to, it can just be a small movement. That's all you've got in you today. That's great. Or you can really go for it and really do that big movement. That's it, gang. Well done. Okay, we'll stop there. I mentioned a chair. If you've got a chair handy, please bring your chair out and stand behind the chair. Or it could be a table or anything. A chair works the best if you've got a chair handy. I'll give you a moment. Have a drink of water if you're waiting. We will be doing some vocalizing today too, so we want to make sure you got your water handy so your mouth doesn't get too dry. All right. So what I want to do with the chair is we're just going to loosen the hips up a little bit. We're going to need those loose hips. So you're going to put your right foot forward slightly. So go from here, take a little step forward, and we're going to swing that leg side to side, nice and loose. Just let gravity do its thing. Just let it swing. We're not even using our muscles here. We're just letting it go. So hopefully you've got a chair or something you can hold on to just to give you a little bit of support while you do this. Excellent. That's good, everybody. So remember not to use your muscles. Let gravity swing it. You should feel it opening up the hip. And the other foot. Back and forth we go. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, I'm going to stand behind my chair. I'm going to take a little step to the right. I'm going to keep my hands on the chair and I'm going to kick my foot forward and backwards like that. Now you can let go with one hand if that makes it easier. And it really helps if you get your arm working in opposition to the leg. So that's a little bit, it's like that dual tasking thing. As your leg go forward, your arm goes back. That's a bit tricky, right? But see if you can do it. Swing that leg, swing the arm, just like that. In opposition. Well done. Looking good. Again, this is a loosey-goosey exercise. This means you're just letting that leg kind of kick. Now, you're probably noticing by now that your other leg is getting a little tired. Let's switch. Keep it supporting you there. Let's try the other side. Here we go. Kick it through. There we go. Excellent. Nicely done. Nicely done. Good. Good. Okay, let's take a little breather. Grab a set of dumbbells or soup cans, whatever you've got handy, and we'll reconvene in about 1 minute. Okay, just gonna set up my timer. There we go. All right. So this is a little bit of work for the upper body. Setting this up, here we go. We're going to start before we do anything. Let's just get ourselves used to holding on to our dumbbells. I'm using my lovely lavender ones today. They really bring out my eyes. Thought I'd go with the lavender dumbbells. Yes. Oh, Joanne, these would be good for you. Look, they match your shirt. Lovely. You should have lavender ones. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing just a little back and forth, up and down. Here we go. This isn't really even lifting. This is just kind of swinging. We're just swinging the dumbbells. And now let's try this, just a little rotation, just around like that. Just getting these muscles ready for a little bit of action. Now, ideally, you've got a set of dumbbells at home that range in different amounts. 3 pounds, maybe 4s or 5s, maybe up to 8 or 10, depending how strong you are. Depending on the exercise, you're going to want heavier weights. Sometimes we double them up, hold them, we put 2 in one hand as well. So anyways, we'll talk about that as we get going. Let's start here, folks. We're going to be standing tall, and I want you just to lift the dumbbells to about your shoulder height and slowly back down. Now I'm going to use my little timer.
Starting session.
You might be able to hear it in the background. 3, 2, 1. So 30 seconds. Here we go. We're going to do 30 seconds of work with a 10-second break. Lifting up, and we're going to go slow. Doesn't have to be a power, like a fast movement. It's better if you go slow. You have more control. And a little pause on the top is great as well. Keep the tummy engaged and engage those core muscles I told you that you definitely have. You just don't think you've got them, but they're there. Stomach muscles are there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I'll take a quick 10-second break. Next, we're going to just throw little punches like this. So bring them up under your chin. We're going to do a slow motion punch like that. Okay? Straight across the body. Just push and push and push. Just like that. You got it. Way to go, rock steady boxers. See, we almost look like boxers now. Look at that. We're boxing. But slowly. Don't power it out. Go slowly. That looks good. 10 seconds to go. Push and push. 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 You got it. And rest. Now we're going to go right up overhead one at a time. Right, left. Give yourself a short break. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up we go. Work. That's it. He said work. My computer guy. Careful not to hold your breath. You want to keep breathing when you do these. This one's going to get a little tiring for your shoulders. You're going to feel it. Especially if your dumbbells are too heavy. 10 seconds. Hang in there. Looking good. We got this. 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Okay, rest. Give those arms a little swing. We're going back to number 1. Numero uno. We do everything twice here. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bringing them up and down. And if you're one of those people that like to talk about breathing when you exercise, you want to exhale on effort. So that means when you're lifting, breathe out. That's the hard part. Good. Take a break, take a break, take a break.
Rest.
Now we're going to do our little punches again. Well, I don't really want to call them punches because they're kind of too slow for a punch. But we're going to do a little push, just like that. Just like that. Just push it out. Push it out. Work those shoulders. Yes, looking good. Pushing out. Excellent. Now I can see some of you are even shifting your weight side to side. That's excellent. Why not? Yes. Good. Drop those arms. Drop those arms. Give them a little tiny swing. And the last one is that tricky one. It's that overhead shoulder push. Here we go. Ready? Let's go. Straight up. Sorry, I have my feet too close together. You want to be aware of your feet. You want to make sure you're always got a nice wide stance. My feet were too close together. That's not good. Bad, bad. Woo! Okay. We're going to take a little break and we're going to shift into some other dumbbell exercises. So just in the meantime, I'll tell you my favorite dad joke. I guess it is a dad joke. You ready for it? This grasshopper goes walking into a bar and he sits down at the counter and the bartender comes over and he looks at the grasshopper and he says, "Hey, you know we have a drink named after you?" The grasshopper looks at the bartender and says, "Really? You got a drink named Fred?" Drink named Fred? Yeah. Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Oh boy. It's a bad joke. What can I say? I guess that's the definition of a dad joke for sure. Okay, round two. You got a drink named Fred? We're going to do bicep curls, up like that. At least the joke was clean. You got to give me that. All right, here we go. 30 seconds of bicep curls. I want to see full range of motion, all the way down, all the way up. All the way up. We must build up the biceps. All the way up. Wow, look like an Orange Crush commercial. Holy smokes. Good. All the way up, all the way down. Okay, that looks good. Now take a big step back. So your feet are wide apart. We're gonna lean forward like this, and we're gonna pull up like this, one at a time, working our back muscles. Let's go. Always bring them back together. Bring them back together. Again, this is good for balance because look at that. You're putting your weight a little bit forward onto that front foot. You might feel like you're a little bit wiggly woggly. That's okay. You're looking good. Pulling up, pulling up. Good. Nice to see the sunshine, and I see the sun coming into your rooms. That's so nice to finally see some sun here. We need more sun. 3, 2, 1. Standing tall. Now remember which foot you just had forward because we're going to switch that in a sec. But we're going to clink our dumbbells together just like that. Good. Standing tall. We're going to slide up. This is called the zipper. And it's very much looks like it should because we're zipping up our zipper. That's it. Standing tall. You want to keep that posture tall. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Release the tension for a second. I like to do these little swings. That feel good. Next up, back to our bicep curls. Here we go. All the way up, all the way down. Squeeze the muscle you're working. So that's your biceps. Squeeze those biceps. Yes. All the way up. All these exercises are functional. Think about if you go to the grocery store and you got to pick up those bags of groceries. Well, you got to make sure that your forearms and your biceps are strong so you can lift. The best reason for doing strength training to help you do the rest of your life easier. Okay, now you gotta remember which foot. Last time I had my right foot back. Now I'm gonna put my left foot back. I'm gonna lean forward. Ready? Let's go. Pull, pull, pull. Back and forth like that. You got it. Pull. Perfect. Looking good, looking good. All right. 5 seconds. Hang in there. Woo, yes. All right. Shake those out, shake those out. Here we go. So we're gonna bring do the last dumbbell exercise. Want to stand nice and tall. And we're gonna slide those up like that.
Work.
Good, good, good. Nice. Good, we have 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Well, now we have 5 seconds to go. Funny how that works. Okay, good, good, good. Let's put those dumbbells down. Good. Good. Just give yourself just a little swing out. We're gonna get ready for some boxing and cardio going on now. How are we feeling? Give me a thumbs up. You guys feeling good? Ready to move it on to the next phase? This is where we want to get your heart rate up. Want to get your breathing a little heavier. And so we're going to do a combination of boxing and cardio moves with a little break in between. So good time to have a sip of water, folks. Grab a sip of water. You can never have enough water. Okay, so we're going to go 30. Yes, we are. That's exactly what we're going to do, Doug. And let's go a little bit farther. Let's take this all the way out. Oh boy, how exciting. So we're going to do 30-second rounds. So I want to tell you that so you have a parameters in your head about how long each little exercise is going to last. Now, we're going to go through the 6 boxing moves that we use in Rock Steady Boxing. This is a boxing program primarily after all. So we're going to talk about number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I actually do a 7 and an 8 as well. So we're going to practice each of these first. Okay, so the first 6 things we're going to do, we're going to work through. Is there anybody here that's left-handed? If you are, put your hand up. If you're left-handed, any left-handed people? If you are, you're going to put your right foot forward. If you're right-handed, if you write with your right hand, put your left foot forward. So assume the position. And what I want you to do is just kind of bounce there for a second. Feel yourself kind of bouncy. You can move forward, move around. You can shift a little bit. Just try that and get your hands up under your chin. So this is just, just a little bit of movement that we do when we're boxing. Floating like a we float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's it. Yeah, we float like a butterfly. I always get it backwards. Sting like a butterfly. That makes no sense. But for the first little bit, we're going to start with just learning our moves. Okay, so number 1 is the left hand if you're right-handed, or the right hand if you're left-handed. Straight out and back. That's called a jab. Jab. All the way out. None of this short little stuff. All the way out. Jab. Jab. So let me get the timer going. We're going to do that
Starting
for
session.
30 seconds, folks. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Jab. 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 That looks good. You want to stay nice and bouncy, soft in your knees. Bounce. You can't hit a moving target, right? It's harder to hit a moving target. So we want to think like boxers. So you want to, be able to move, That's good, that's good. We're not even going to think about what our feet are doing. We're just going to let them do their thing. And we're always keeping one hand up under that chin. Protect yourself. If you were to, someone's trying to punch you back, we don't want that now, do we? Okay, we're going to do a number 2, which is the right hand coming across. Now look at my foot. I'm twisting my hip like that. So the right hand comes across. And that's called a cross. Jab, cross. Number 2 is a cross. If you're left-handed, this is your left hand working. If you're right-handed, bring that right hand over. So that's a cross. Boom. So the jab and the cross, number 1 and 2, are often used in combination that we put together. But for now, we're just going to do 1 at a time. 2. Some of you who have been here before, I'm sorry you've been through down this road before. That's okay. Review is good. Review is good. Okay, number 3 is a left hook. So we start from here. You bring your left arm up and around. Lift that elbow up and around. That's it. Come back to where it starts. That's a left hook. Left hook. Get that elbow up. Boxing is a very physical thing, even if you're not hitting anything, right? So, good. Got my little friend here. I'm just going to show you some. That's what I'm trying. Bringing it around. Left hook. Left hook. Left hook. Just gives you a little target. Good. Now, number 4 is the right hook. You can buy these little things on Amazon for about $100 or so. They're kind of fun to have if you got a bit of room. Okay. Oh, I think she's got one. Someone's copying. Good. Right hook. Up and around. Up and around. Get the idea. Boom. 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 Right hook. Boom. Oh, I missed. You get the idea. All right, so right around. Okay, so we've done a jab, cross, left hook, right hook. Let's do number 5. Number 5 is your left uppercut. So this is like you're hitting on the chin. Here we go. Up and under.
Work.
Get that arm up and under. Boom. Boom. Get under there. Get under there. Oh, looks like we lost Shirley. Bring her back in. Under. Uppercut. 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 Oh, this is I like this one because it really gets your back involved. It's a very physical one. Uppercut. Uppercut. Yes. Uppercut. Looking good, gang. Good. Boom. Get him on the chin. That'll be a knockout. Boom. And resting there. Switching over to the right uppercut, which is number 6. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go.
Work.
So this is where traditionally it ends. Oh, car alarms. There, good. Stop. Remind me to tell you my story about my car alarm when we take a break. You're going to enjoy it because it makes me look like an idiot. Good. Right uppercut. Right uppercut. All right. And that's the main 6. That's the main 6 that you're going to see in any boxing gym. They're going to throw different combinations, different orders. But we're going to add a number 7 and a number 8. You're going to stand nice and tall. You're going to take your left hand and punch behind you and a twist behind you. I throw this one in because it has good applications for people with Parkinson's. Because you want to twist, you want to twist. Sometimes with Parkinson's, it makes us a little rigid in our torso. So it's good to always work on that twisting. You might find it hard to reach around and put on your seatbelt, that kind of thing. Or maybe just try to reach. Or you may have noticed that it's getting harder sometimes to look behind you. You actually have to turn your body to look. Someone's talking, so it's really good to practice these. Number 8, so the right back in. Yes. Now that you've got all the different punches, we're going to go through them in some combinations and then throw some cardio movements in between. That's what we're going to do. Try to get those heart rates up. Good, so get that twist. Don't over twist. Should feel good. Be careful not to over twist. Like James Brown said, I feel good. There we go. Okay, let's walk in place. Getting into some cardio in between. Oh, actually, we got a 10-second break. Sorry. Well, let's do a little extra walking. Okay, here we go. And when we walk, what do we do with our arms? We don't do this. We do this. We swing those arms. We swing those arms. Yes, we do. And you lift those knees. Doesn't have to be anything special, but you just want to keep those arms moving. Oh, I see someone's got boxing gloves on. That's great. If you wear boxing gloves, it gives you a little bit more resistance because you got to bear the weight of the gloves. That's a good thing. Okay, we got 3, 2, 1. 10-second break. We are going to do a 1-2 combo. So this is going to be like this. You're going to be bouncing. You're going to go 1, 2. Little break. 1, 2. Little break. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2. Rest. 1, 2. Extend those arms all the way out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Looking good. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes. Looking good. 1. That's your standard 1-2 combination. 10-second break. We're going to do modified jumping jacks. They look like this. We're going to go up. This is the cardio in between. We got 3, 2, 1. Let's go. If you can do a real jumping jack if you want to. You don't have to. You can just do this. I don't usually have a lot of takers. Oh, I see some real jumping jackers. Way to go. I don't want to hurt my foot again, so I'm not going to do any jumping jacks for a while. Oh, the jumping jacks aren't in my near future. I busted my foot 2 months ago, those of you who haven't met me yet, so I'm just still getting over that. I haven't been very happy about having a busted foot. All right, take a break. Take a break. We got 10 seconds. Let's do a 1, 2, 3. One of my favorites. So this is the old jab, cross, hook. Okay, and then take a break. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Feel free to count them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You got it. 1, 2, 3. This is it, folks. This is where you really get your heart rate going. 1, 2, 3. Working around. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And I'm kind of moving around in between. 1, 2, 3. All right, 10-second break. We are going to do some squats, and you can do it with the chair if you want to. But imagine there's a chair. You want to squat down like you're sitting on a chair. You don't need to have the chair there. Bring your arms forward and up, just like that. Back and forth. Bring the arms forward and explode up. Good. Down and up. Down and up. Good. You look good. If you keep a pace up, it keeps the heart rate up. That's great. Three, 2, 1. Good. Next combination is going to be a 3, 4, 5. So it looks like this. We're going to go left hook, right hook, left uppercut. Okay, so hook, hook, uppercut. Left hand, right hand, uppercut. Good. You guys are great. Left hook, right hook, uppercut. 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 Doesn't have to be perfect, just something close to that. Uppercut, good. Shake it out, shake it out. We're gonna do high knees. Not high knees, high knees, high knees, high knees. So we're gonna bring our knees up to touch, just like that. Get those knees lifting, works those hip flexors. Faster you go, the more benefit you get. Yes. You can go twice as fast as me if you want to. I don't know why you want to, but you could if you really wanted to. I won't stop you. Oh my gosh, you guys are great. Look at those knees getting up there. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. There we go. Okay. 10-second break.
Rest.
We're going to do this. We're going to start our feet together. We're going to step forward, punch, punch. Step back, other foot. Punch, punch.
Work.
Throw a 1, 2. Step back, forward, 1, 2. Step back, other foot, 1, 2. So now you're working your legs as well. Do a little lunge there. Doesn't have to be a big lunge. It can just be small. But see, we're shifting our weight forward. Good. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. You got it. 1, 2. 10-second break. We're going to do a 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. What does that look like? A 5 is your left uppercut, right uppercut, and then a faster. Let's go. 5, 6, 7. Imagine if someone's sneaking up and you're right here. You got to smack them. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Good. On the next one, we don't just move forward. Sometimes it's good to be able to move sideways. So we're going to do this little step, little step, little step. About 4 of them. Where'd I go? Work. I'm back. Little side steps, little side steps. Now you can go faster. You can make it an actual shuffle if you want to. I'm not going to do that yet. That's how I hurt my foot. Going too fast. Oh, yes. Good. Shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 2, 3. Okay, next up. Let's do 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do a little duck out of the way. So it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3. Then duck. 1, 2, 3. Duck. 1, 2, 3. Little shift. 1, 2, 3. Shift out of the way. You got to bend those knees. 2, 3. Shift. 1, 2, 3. Shift your weight. 1, 2, 3. Shift. 1, 2, 3. Shift. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Shifting your weight. 1, 2, 3. Shift. 1, 2, 3. Shift. Woo! Very nice. Very nice. Last one. We're going to do speed bag. This is my favorite. So imagine you've got a little speed bag up here. It'll look something like this. And we're going to go like this. Hand over hand over hand. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Yeah. Woo. Keep that going, keep that going, keep that going, keep it going. Fast, 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 fast. Yes. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Woo! Oh boy, yeah, I can see the heart rate going in. Ah, yes. Swing those arms up, 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 all the way up. You should feel like your heart rate's up a little bit now. You're ready to sit down. We don't get to sit down yet. Almost. Good. And just nice and loose. Swing that around. The idea is to get your heart rate up as fast as you can, and then slowly bring it back down to normal. That's right. Now it's good to know your resting heart rate, but medications can have an impact with your resting heart rate too sometimes. So, and you know how levodopa plays a big role in your blood pressure. You know, so when you sit or lie down for a while, you want to be very careful when you're not getting up too quickly, because there's a condition called the orthostatic hypotension where you get up too fast from a seated position and then you feel like, whoa, you feel dizzy, right? So we don't want to do that. Now, arms coming up slowly. Full range of motion is really important. So get that arm up, swing the arm up straight, high as you can. If you've got a nice wall at home, you can slide your arms up the wall. We'll pretend we've got a wall. So just slide your arms. Imagine you're sliding your arms up a wall. If you got a wall, use it. Do these every day. Slide your hands up the wall. If you don't use it, you lose it. So you want to always work on your range of motion, especially through your shoulders. That's a really bad spot. It gets really tight on people. You know that. Now, I want you to bend down like this. Just shake out those arms. We're just going to swing them side to side. And bring those hands up to let's do a little hula. Everyone's been to a luau in Hawaii. Do the hula. Oh yeah, some of you look really good. I can just picture you with grass skirts on. I can hear Don Ho and I can smell the roasted pig. I want to order a blue Hawaiian. A blue Hawaii. Is it blue Hawaiian? Yeah, blue Hawaiian. Oh yeah. The trade winds are blowing across your face. Let's go the other way. You can smell the suntan lotion. Oh. Yeah, you can tell it's been winter too long. I'm desperate for warm. Now, I love this next one. Put your hands at your side. Feet are still nice and wide. You want to stretch down to the outside of your knee. Oh, stretch that. You're going to feel it pulling through here. That's good. Just don't overstretch, you know. Don't be a hero. Don't be a stretching hero. You want to go slow. When you lose your range of motion, it affects you with so many things in your life. So it's important to gain strength, gain cardio, like improve your stamina, but it's also so important to stretch. And when we stretch, we're not really stretching the muscles so much as we're stretching the fascia, which is the sheath that surrounds all the muscles. If you ever, you know, had a raw piece of raw chicken, then, you know, you take it out of the package, you pull, and you see that big film, that's the fascia. We have it all through our bodies. And that's what we really are stretching here. Hey, grab your chair, and we're gonna put our hands right here onto the chair. We're gonna push a heel into the ground, just like so. Feel that nice stretch in the calf muscle. Oh yes, let it release, give it time to release. Make sure you're pushing that heel into the ground. And I'm going to show you a little trick here. After you've done that for a little while, then you want to take your back knee and just bend it down a little bit and feel that stretch go down into your Achilles and soleus, down a little bit lower, which is the tight area. Probably feels quite tight. Yes, just don't overdo that one. Let's switch legs. Keep the legs straight to begin with. Push that heel into the ground. Stretch out the calf muscle. Holding, holding, holding. Let that calf slowly release. We always have a tendency to rush the stretches. You want to rush the stretch, get on to something else. But ideally, you want to do it for at least, you know, good 20, 30 seconds, even longer. But so if you like some of these stretches, if you feel like it feels tight when you do these stretches, that's when you want to go back to. Bend that back knee just a little bit. You want to target the muscles, the joints that feel tight. Like say muscles, but it's fascia. Now, another one of my favorites, we're going to turn that chair around so you're looking at the seat of the chair. And you want to bend forward, put your hands on the seat of the chair, and look at my legs. See how I'm keeping them fairly straight. You can bend them a little bit. I want you to feel the stretch go down from the buttocks, down to the back, towards the back of your knee. And you can push forward and backwards just the tiniest bit. Feel those muscles just releasing. Most of us, especially us guy types, have very tight hamstrings. So we're focusing on trying to release some of that tension we hold in the back of our legs. And if you push your backside back, walk your fingers forward, then you feel your stretch come up through your back muscles as well. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. I'm very lazy at stretching, so I'm thankful for being able to teach these classes because it forces me to stretch. Do as I do, not as I say, or you know what I mean. Do as I say, not as I do. But let's have a seat, folks. Let's look at you wonderful people here. Look at this. Look at them all out there. We're going to do this. We're going to bring our hands together, link them, push forward, and then we're going to slowly bring those arms up, 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 up. You might only get to about here. If you can keep going, that's fantastic. Feel that stretch. Try to stay relaxed in the shoulders. If you can't get that high, that's fine, just there. Now we're going to do a little lean. Now, speaking of leaning, lots of folks with Parkinson's tend to get tighter on one side of the body, and then that starts to pull them over into what we call the Pisa syndrome, which is like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So you may or may not be one of those folks. You may think you're standing tall or sitting straight, and you're actually leaning a little bit to one side. So that's why it's good to be aware of it, and you want to stretch, especially stretch the tighter side. It's a difficult thing though. Bring those arms down. We're going to push forward in our chair just the tiniest bit. I want you to sit up as tall as you can. So guys, imagine imagine you're sitting on a beach and, someone walks by, you want to look impressive, you want to, sit tall, right? Palms up, arms straight out. You don't want to slouch. Nobody likes a sloucher. We don't want to slouch. We want to be straight and tall. So we're going to pull back and squeeze those shoulder blades together. That's it. Reaching forward. Engage the scapula, which is your shoulder blades squeezed together. Does that feel good? This is the opposite of slouching. Slouching hurts. Nobody wants to slouch. When I used to slouch, my mother used to yell at me. She used to poke me in the back. Stand up straight. And then she'd call me a bad name. I had a traumatic childhood. It was rough. I can tell you. You guys want to talk about it? I'm kidding. She was a wonderful mother. She made the best cinnamon rolls in the world. Oh, nobody makes cinnamon rolls like my mother did. Now I want to reach up. But she did try to get me to stand up straight, which I'm thankful that she did. And the other side, reach it up. Again, this time we're holding these stretches. At the beginning, we just kind of swung our arms and swung our legs, but now we want to hold a little longer. Back and forth we go. Oh, yes. Your body's just saying, what's going on? I'm being put through all this torture. Why are you doing this to me? We had a deal. Well, that's good. Now, for the hamstring, back of the legs. You want to, I'll show you the side profile. You want to get that leg out straight like that. Put your hand on your knee, and we're going to slowly slide that hand down. Try to grab your toe if you can. And you're going to feel it talking to you, right? The back of the leg. You might not be able to get your leg totally straight. That's fine. As long as you feel the stretch in behind the hamstring, behind the back of the thigh. And just hold it. It shouldn't be painful. It should be tight. You should feel it, but not pain. We don't want that. So I want to say thank you all for joining up today's class. We're going to switch legs. It's great to see some regular folks that have been coming to my drumming and my boxing, but great to see some new faces as well. I think we're going to keep these going right through May on Tuesday afternoons. So keep coming. I also do a Thursday class that's available as well. That's through my own fitness business, Fluid Fitness. So if you wanted to add an extra day, you could come on Thursdays as well. It's not through the Parkinson Society, so you have to register through my website. Oh, look at that. Look at, she just put it up. Doug's contact, runfluid@hotmail.ca. Send me an email. I'll help you out. runfluid@hotmail.ca. Now, one last thing. We're going to pull that knee up. And don't forget, folks, it is Parkinson's Awareness Month, April. So, and I think the theme again is it's more than a tremor, which is fantastic. We just had a really good regional conference in Nanaimo where they talked about non-motor symptoms, which are the ones that you can't see. So Parkinson's is so much more than just just having some tremors and being shaky. And I think it's really tough. I had a gal that comes, I train her one-on-one, and she has Parkinson's, and she recently had some family over, and they expected her to, she has grown sons and, their grandkids and stuff, and they couldn't understand why she got so tired when she was trying to they expected her to still make the big dinners and everything like she used to. And she doesn't look like she has Parkinson's, whatever that means, right? So she found it frustrating that they didn't understand why she couldn't do all that and why she needs to take a break and sit down. And they're so used to her being like, Wonder Mom, right? There's so many of these Wonder Moms that do everything. So it's okay to tell people, look, I can't do that, especially if maybe your pills aren't working one particular day. So I think there's a lot of stigma attached, even within families, because sometimes it's really hard for people to understand. So that's why I think it's great to have April as the awareness month because most people still don't really know much about what Parkinson's is all about. I'm just lucky because I've been able to hang out with you wonderful people for the last 15 years. So I know everything there is to know about Parkinson's, just about. And I want to thank you guys for coming today. We'll see you next week if you're able to come. And
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you doing this in the same area as the actual meeting is going to be in?
Parksville.
So could I come to a physical meeting those days or physical class those days?
We meet every Tuesday and Thursday at 1:25, almost like 1:30 in Parksville. Absolutely.
Okay,
Where are you located?
in Nanaimo.
Oh, yeah, we have lots of people come up for Nanaimo.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay.
Yeah, be great
Great.
to see you in person. Yeah, if you see,
Thank
here, Tim, give us a wave, Tim. See, Tim comes on Tuesdays and Thursdays most times.
I don't know. Oops.
If I let him in, I let anybody in. Just kidding, Tim. All right, guys, I gotta go. We're gonna do a support group meeting now. I gotta get up to the church. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.